Patriot did work for the lawyer.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
anything about that. I think maybe what you're thinking is that she I think what you're thinking is that she was talking about they were talking about this bar is what it was.
It might have been. It might
Yeah,
have
so
been.
not a lawyer. That's not true.
Nope, I've been watching Gabby and I watch her spiral big time. Now, I mean, I don't like her content. I see a lot of hate comments going through, but I don't say anything. She's not getting me on nothing.
Yeah.
So you are a mod of hers.
Yeah, I was a mod for about a year and just try to be a friend to her and stuff and then out of the blue I think she was starting some stuff between the mods behind the scenes and then she was texting me up to 11 o'clock and then blocked me from everything and then came on her platform and actually I was like the first person that was accused of doing all kinds of things like harassing and stalking her and all and stuff. So yeah, it
Mm.
was terrible what she did and now she's gone on moved on to other people and doing it to them.
Mm.
Does anybody else want to get up in a box and talk about maybe even you want to talk about what Patriot said or what you're feeling about that or whatever, but I mean we just kind of want to have, am I a lawyer? No, I should be. I should be. No, I couldn't imagine. I don't like to argue. I don't want to argue all day long.
What did
Yeah.
she mean by she didn't want you guys to know that she was helping Gabby? I mean, why wouldn't she have wanted you
Well,
guys to know?
it's a long
No,
I feel
that
like
she
this.
wouldn't,
Go
what she
ahead.
didn't want us to know is the truth about the letters that they sent out, that they were not valid. They were not real.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they weren't real.
I mean, that was the whole point of the live was to like because everybody suspected stuff and they had figured it out, but nobody had confirmed it. You know what I mean?
Okay, so
Um,
you guys debunked it.
yeah, basically, well, the
Right.
truth is that Patriot wanted, herself too to kind of come clean and like, people are saying she didn't tell the truth and stuff like that and like and I it was her I gave her a chance to talk and say what she wanted to say, so um that's all I could really do. I'm not out here to defend her. I'm not out here to defend or you know what I mean.
Right,
That's the
right.
point of it.
I get it. I get it.
Well, and they might still be friends. That's okay. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. If she decides to be friends with her, you guys, and like that's okay. That's her choice. But Gabby is a liar. Like that stuff was not true, and that was the point. That was the point of this. You know. Whew. I just want to have some fun. I don't want to. But anyway, like, so you like Danny then, huh?
I do like Danny. I know she's been hurt a lot. Um, I know the family's toxic. I've heard how Mimi's talked to her, has called her out of character. I see how, Mimi also spoils Gabby the way she does, I guess because of C. Um, so I do like Danny. I mean, she's trying for now. I don't know, if this is, a pattern she's done before. Like I said, I'm new to them.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to explain. No, I understand like what you're saying in the comments, but I can't make Jen talk to them, that's not up to me. They actually have, if they want to talk to her, they could reach out and work that out with them, if they want. That's not really up to me. Um like
So I have a question, Angela. You said
yeah, go ahead.
boxes were open, right?
I'm sorry, what?
You said boxes were open, right?
Yeah, they are. Be respectful. That's all.
Right. So I came in on two Elsky accounts and you blocked both of them. How was I not
Yeah.
respectful?
What do you what? Okay. What do you want? Because I feel like you said some stuff. What do you want?
What did I say? I didn't say
What do
anything.
you want? I
I
mean, you
wanted to
got the
ask
box.
you before I got dropped in the first one was you sat there and you held the live about someone else's whole ass situation, but
Hmm.
then Monique said, "Why did I have to tell them? Why did I have to tell them?" You
Hmm.
literally had a whole live about someone else's
No, I'm
situation.
sorry. It
That,
was about our situation as
Yeah.
well.
I
I'm
mean, I
sorry.
had a
I'm going to
live.
but you
correct
didn't
you.
talk about that, Monique. You didn't.
I
You talked about the
No,
C and
I
D's
didn't
the
have
whole
to.
live.
I was letting her speak herself,
yeah.
and she straight up said that Gabby said she didn't want her to tell anybody. Okay. And there was
Yeah.
numerous lies being held about us that we had something to do with it,
Yeah.
that we were involved. We sat complicit. No, I'm sorry, sweetheart. You're not going to sit here and say that
Okay.
crap.
Let's just.
Who's the sweetheart?
No. You.
Obviously, not you. So maybe
No.
you should just
There we
get
go.
dropped.
Okay, moving on. Is there somebody else that wants a box? I'm not doing that. Like I don't. Yeah, I know.
Who the hell is Elsky?
Here's the reason that I didn't let them know. Because I didn't let anyone know. It was just us. And the point, the reason that it was done and the way it was done, there's reasoning behind it. And it's just the way it was. I don't have to let anyone know anything. You got to understand that those girls don't even like me. So they don't like me. They've talked a lot of shit about me. So I mean, if you can really sit here and say that I should have let them know, I'm kind of wondering you know, does that make sense? Like,
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
no, I just said I was having a live. I never told anybody who was going to be there. We never told anyone except the people that were in the box knew. That's it.
Why does Momo make everything about her? Okay, see, that's the thing. I'm not making it about me, but when people come up and say that it
Let's
has
start with.
nothing to do with us and it's only about them, I'm gonna correct them.
Okay, you said what happened just a minute ago, if you don't mind me asking. I'm not sure. What do you mean, like when everything fell apart?
Okay,
Like,
I'm just gonna start blocking people or muting them
well,
that
just mute them
are saying
if
that.
they're saying things. Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't have to respond to it. Just mute it.
yeah, I'm done with this shit.
Yeah,
You guys
just
can't
I
mute
be
it.
like the
respectful in the
one.
comments and keep saying your stuff. That's it.
Yeah,
I
just mute
like
it.
the one that says that I'm up Gabby's ass because I'm going after her. Just because I'm in the AFF family doesn't
Oh,
mean
you
I'm going
okay?
after anybody.
This is our live. This is
Okay,
our live. I'm gonna talk if I want to.
don't argue with them. Just drop them or just mute them. It's fine. People need to be respectful to everybody in there. We need to be respectful back. So just mute them.
Like fucking
Just
hey, man.
just mute them.
Seriously.
So like I understand what people are saying with the like I think somewhere along the lines people, this is my impression and I could be wrong. Somewhere along the lines people think everything needs to be ran through them, and it doesn't. I My point of this was to give Patriot, let her go ahead and come out and confirm the truth that we all knew anyway, and that also in the end it proves Gabby to be the liar that she is. And here we are again with all this fighting with each other that takes away from that. You know, don't pay attention to them asking about the. So you know what I mean? Like that was the whole point of like, you know, don't pay attention to them asking about the. So you know what I mean? Like that was the whole point of like that. It was basically, if you think about it, that live that I just held.
I have a question about Patriot's statement, and it could
Uh-huh.
have been just I missed it because of the lagging. Like,
Yeah, I
did she
heard that was
say
lagging.
that the phone number that they were giving out was to her daughter's work phone?
Yeah.
Um, Gabby, that was Gabby's phone because her phone was blowing up during lives, and she had to get a new phone number. Do you guys not remember that?
No, it was her daughter's number because it was at six. It was
They were calling so much.
well, she had her number was out because her Gabby's number was leaked. She was getting all kinds of crazy. I don't know. I don't remember if I know her address and stuff was. She's the
I
one that put
know.
her address on that the
Yeah.
paperwork.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no, because when the phone rang, if you remember with Brownie's phone call, when Brownie called, um, it it was I'm sorry, Patriot's daughter that did answer it. So
Okay, that was just my question.
I'm tired of that mentality. Well, there was only the three people involved here. No, there's a lot more than three fucking people involved in this situation that were affected.
Okay. No, it is. It's like no, I understand what they're saying. Like, okay, here we go. Here's what I think though. They like a lot of people forget that literally I was the first person. Me and Pinka were the first people that Gabby got on this app um and then said accused us of all doing. I don't know. I'm gonna let him back. I need to find them. But you know what I mean? Like I went through the kind of the same thing that they're going through, but what I did was had an attorney, drafted up a letter, had her served with it because the things that she was saying about me, she was accusing me of basically committing crimes. So I was affected. I didn't about literally by the same thing that they're but she's just doing it to them now, you know? I didn't about literally by the same thing that they're but she's just doing it to them now, you know? She's doing it to them. But nobody, it's kind of funny. Nobody cared when it was happening to me, though. I mean, there probably was, but nobody, it's kind of funny. Nobody cared when it was happening to me, though. I mean, there probably wasn't a lot of people around for it or whatever, but nobody really gave a shit when it happened to me. And that's okay. I took care of it myself. Or and that's okay. I took care of it myself. Or I did what I could.
No, there wasn't just three that were affected by the
Yeah.
C&D. There
Yeah.
wasn't just three people. Mind you, it was a fictitious letter. It didn't even hold any value. You can't even get any criminal charges on her for it.
I mean, the POs are
Like,
what's important. The POs are like that's what's ridiculous. Like that's real court stuff. The C&D stuff. I mean, I'm not saying
She's
it can't.
already discussed. Sorry, I was gonna say she's already. They've already went through so many times. They blocked people in their lives when they were mods. That's not.
Oh yeah, we're not paying
how
attention. We're
how
just
how have I lied multiple times that I've perpetuated the hate? I've done nothing but come on this app and speak nothing but the truth. So how have I lied? Tell me what I've lied about, Savannah.
I mean, these girls, Monique was getting accused by them of having a part of all this when really, because they didn't even bother to talk to Monique behind the scenes, Monique and Kara were figuring out that shit was it was bullshit, and they called her out. They called Gabby out on it. Like it's like there's a lot of people assume a lot of things, and they're kind of going with whatever, and
Yeah, you go
you
with the
know,
multiple things and narratives that have been shown to you or said to you
where do I
instead of
find
knowing the
that?
actual truth. So come at me with some proof that I've lied about anything. I've done nothing but be truthful about everything
Where do I
I can have
since the
more than one
beginning.
group of friends. I don't know, understand why people think that you have to go into one live and one live only. Miss Jennifer, you're not in any other live. And
listen?
Elsky's
All right.
everywhere.
Listen, the thing is I listen. We're not going to argue. Let's just not argue with people in the comments. Like mute, please. Just mute the people that are saying stuff. Uh, but the thing is that I don't think I lost credibility. I wanted the truth out, and I wanted because I know what it feels like for like a lot of people are like, you guys know what the truth is. It's been figured out. Certain people have put information out. It's been, but Gabby still sits there and lies and lies and lies. And Patriot was, like she. I mean, they're saying she lied about a lot of stuff. Maybe she did, whatever. But at the end of the day, it was confirmed and verified and said out loud that those were fake, and that
Elsky, you sure do.
all right, let's
No,
stop
it's
with
okay.
that. Come
I'm
on,
gonna
I'm gonna get
explain.
pissed. Like, let's stop arguing with people in the fucking comments. That's what they're trying to do.
You
Right,
wanted me
okay.
up here, so I'm
No,
gonna go back down so that way I don't get in trouble,
No, don't
okay?
argue with her.
well,
It's
just
okay,
mute. Just
Melissa.
mute. If okay, but I do
Mute
want to
them
state something. Somebody said, "How is it not criminal?" I'm going to explain how it's not criminal.
because we want to
Okay.
go live. You don't have to stay in here.
Number one, okay, it's not criminal, even though Victoria answered the phone and she said she was that law office, right? There is that law office doesn't exist. It's fictitious. So she's not impersonating being in a specific office. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That she was not impersonating working for an office. That office did not exist. Okay. Her being a paralegal. Yeah, whatever. She's going to school for it. Okay. There was nothing attached to that letter, honestly, that was criminal.
Yeah,
Hold
I
Okay.
don't
on,
know.
Monique.
It was
Monique. The
all
law.
fictitious.
Hold on, Monique. The name does not exist. The lawyer in the paper does exist.
Like
No, it doesn't. It
Yes, it
absolutely
does.
does
Yes,
not
of the
Monique.
exist.
Yes,
person.
it does.
Yes,
Yes, it does.
the name of the person that was in there, the name of the
Yes, it
person
does.
that
Yes, it
Absolutely
does.
does
Yes,
not
Monique.
exist.
Yes, it does.
yes,
Yes, it does.
the name of the person that was in there, the name of the
Yes, it
person
does
that is the
exist.
actual lawyer that does
Yes,
exist. Yes,
yes.
but not
Not
the
the heck,
firm.
the
Not
heck.
the whatever the name on the letterhead. That one doesn't
Right,
exist.
but
It's the
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 firm.
heck.
whatever the name on the letterhead. That one doesn't
Right,
exist.
but
It's the
they got
person.
a
The
name,
lawyer does exist.
and it
Yes.
does.
No,
That is
there's one last name that happens to be a lawyer, but that's not them in person.
that is
There's one last name that happens to be a lawyer, but that's not them impersonating an actual law
Yes, Monique,
office.
because she called them. Brownie called them.
I understand that she called them, but the office that she thought she was calling, I understand that she called them, but the office that she thought she was calling, the whole office was fictitious. It does not
but
exist.
what I think what she's trying to say is that but there was an actual attorney's name. Like when Brownie
No, there
called,
wasn't. Those names of those attorneys do not exist. Now there's
but
I gotta
one
drop.
specific one that was very close to one that exists, but it's not even over here. It's like
oh,
it's spelled completely just one bit. I mean, that could have been anybody's name. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't mean that they were impersonating that person's office.
nope, you can go. You're getting blocked.
Do
Can
you
you
see
guys
what I'm
look
saying?
at? I mean, I'm confused by it. From what I understand that Brownie and them, they did talk to somebody. So like that they got the name. Like I know that what you're saying. Like they did. I don't know. Really, just the point of it is that the
Trust
I
me,
think
I know if something could have been done, it would have been done by now. There's nothing. There is literally nothing. Yeah, could it ruin her
yeah
career by what she
because
did? Absolutely, 100%.
yeah because Victoria gave the address of the lawyer of that lawyer that's how they found that lawyer and called that lawyer.
No, she didn't give an address. She gave no, she didn't.
Well,
She didn't
I
give
think
the
she
address
did.
of the real whatever they thought was. She didn't give that address. That was not on the phone call, unless it
Well, here's
was
the thing. If
outside the phone call.
you guys, if it was all illegal and all that stuff, it's been admitted that it was done. You know, I mean that right? Isn't that what's most important? It was admitted. It was. I mean, it was admitted that it was fake. I guess I don't know what else. I can't argue all this stuff because I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't know. The whole thing is crazy to me that people would even do that. But like that's not. I would never do that. But like uh, I don't know. I guess like at that time she thought what she was doing right. I don't know. Yeah, I can.
Oh, don't spread misinformation. Well, why not? Everybody else does. Why can't I? If that's what you're assuming that it's misinformation. No, I'm not, and trust me, I've
Some of
done
it.
my research over that whole C&D.
Yeah,
There's
I
no
feel like
address. There's no address on even on over that whole C&D.
yeah,
There's
I
no
feel like
address. There's no address on even on the paper. Okay, there's no address on the paper. There's not when you get when you receive a C&D. Okay, number first thing, look for a fuck. There's not when you get when you receive a C&D. Okay, number first thing, look for a fucking date. Okay, there was no date on it. Then there should be phone number, fax number, email on how to reach the actual attorney's office. There's numerous things that were just not even there right off the bat. No, I'm
it's.
not saying I was involved. I mean, are you new here?
I think.
Really?
I think.
You say I'm involved? Did you not just hear what Patriot said? Even when the mods questioned Gabby went to her and she said, absolutely not. Do not tell them.
Yeah, I know that phone call. It's
Such a
okay. Just let
dumbass
them.
question.
Yeah, I just don't. I mean, it's not. It really, in the end, none of that really matters. I'm going to say that if it is illegal, it was admitted, then those girls can do what they can with that information, and then also like the thing is, the most important thing is that it's a lie. It's another one of Gabby's lies, and it's true. She's trying to make these girls take the fall for everything, and these what's most important, you guys, the C&D shit is whatever it is, they're taking care of that on their own, but this girl is filing paperwork. She's find out she is the one harassing them by filing restraining orders.
Well,
Like
let me tell
that's
you this, in the state of Florida, 4 times, okay? And a
Mhm.
judge is going to sit there and tell you enough is enough. Now you have to go really get an attorney, and they're not
Right.
going to take your shit anymore. Because now they don't want just for them to have to sit behind the desk and look at the evidence and make a decision. They want an attorney to do it. After 4 times, they want an attorney to do it to even make it relevant.
I'm
So
hoping the
trust
judge will
me.
just shut
What
her
is she
down at some
on?
point.
Strike three? The 4th time? That's it. She's going to have to go pay the $5,000 retainer for an attorney if she wants one. She's almost
I'm trying to
there.
let people up in the box. Are you guys knocking them back down or what? Uh, I'm trying to
Who
let
wants to
people
get in the
up.
box?
I don't know, there was requests. I'm trying to let them up, and then it's there. I'll try again. I don't know why it's not letting people up.
Hey, Monique,
Yeah.
can you shut the fuck up?
Oh god.
You're dumb.
Fuck you. You're
Dumb as
fucking
hell.
dumb. You're fucking dumb.
Yeah, that's okay. Don't come up here and do that. You're just gonna get dropped. It's not productive.
I really
I could
honestly
go
think
host my own live right now, asshole. Okay?
Let's just stop arguing with them and see if no, we
I,
are gonna mute. You're not gonna
a lot of stuff that Monique is saying isn't true. I like there was definitely a phone call made, there was a number listed, there was an address listed. There is a lot of misinformation that's being spread in this live, and I just feel like
It didn't attach to a real attorney. It was all fictitious.
well, it was though because she called the actual attorney's office and they said they
No.
have no idea of anybody named
Okay, what?
Gabby. No, called the actual attorney's office and they said they
No.
have no idea of anybody named
Okay,
Gabby, no
what
idea of
real attorney?
anybody.
What?
Well,
That's my question.
that's why you need to let them up so they can talk because you're
Yep.
giving
Okay,
misinformation to other
no, I'm
people and it's
not.
really not
Just
fair.
because you.
That's why you need to let them up so they can talk because you're
Yep.
giving
Okay,
misinformation to other
no, I'm
people and it's
not.
really not
Just
fair.
because you take one name from a fictitious law firm and you make it close to one law firm that you do call that has that name, that does not attach it to that exist on the Florida
I
bar
just think that
in
all of
here.
this is very unproductive because like you're saying things that aren't true when there's literally a recording and there was thousands of people that watched that recording. It's on YouTube
And I
of the
haven't
lawyer
denied anything
talking.
about that recording.
And
What
let
have I
me,
denied
let me
about that
say
recording?
something. Let me say something. It
Yeah.
is very illegal to pretend to be any attorney to try
Exactly.
to intimidate someone into stop talking and violating their first fucking amendment right. Also, Vicky, darling, gave out a real Florida state fucking attorney saying she was representing Gabrielle and that Vicky worked for them. Okay, very illegal.
Okay,
And
but
I don't think
what
I
attorney
do
did
not.
she impersonate? That's my
I,
question. What attorney, when Victoria answered the phone, what attorney was she impersonating?
She said a name, didn't she?
she
I can't
was
remember.
not. She was. She claimed that she was representing a real attorney in Florida. She gave the name. I've got it wrote down, but I've got a lie writer.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's my
There's a
point.
name.
Okay,
So
listen, I'm trying to
and
get deep
I
in
can't see
legality for you
fucking
guys to understand.
would have
She
drawn me
didn't
into a fucking Zoom meeting if nothing was illegal
Yeah.
with that
listen.
CNT.
I'm trying to
It's
get you
all
to understand. Victoria
I
herself
understand.
answering the phone, that's not impersonating a lawyer.
I think that a fucking real attorney and a Florida state fucking attorney would disagree, Monique.
No, actually not, because my husband is one. Okay, so no.
Is he the one I had the Zoom meeting with, Mo?
My
Is he the
husband,
one?
hell no. That's not even his
And
field.
I,
His field
you're
has nothing to do
so
with what you guys are all
distracting.
going down about. There's no, my husband's not even in that field. I just know what I know because I know what I know.
Well, I mean, it's their they've got something going.
I
So
mean, I must be crazy because I sat and I listened to the entire thing where the lady literally said, whoever was on the phone said she represented this lawyer. And then there was a phone call made to that actual lawyer. He is a real lawyer. And the lawyer said he has no idea who Gabby is, who Victoria is, who any of those people were. That's when the investigation started and the legality started because that's when there was proof that they were impersonating working for a lawyer that is real.
I understand what you guys were
So
told.
I don't
I
understand how that's not
understand
illegal
what you guys
to be
were
talking
told.
saying that you work for a lawyer that you don't work for.
well, what is that?
And then
But
for Victoria to basically get on Gabby's live as that Diddy oil and sit there
Yeah.
and taunt the chat. I mean, that was just
oh
ridiculous.
no,
Like they
yeah,
did
no,
that on
that was
purpose.
disgusting. That I agree with. That was absolutely disgusting. It was absolutely. She is fucking
Yeah,
vile.
no,
There's
I
no
want to make
question
it
about that.
I just want to make it clear that nobody's defending any of those actions.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
No,
no, I
I'm
know.
not.
yeah.
I
I'm
guess I'm just
just
confused
talking.
how it's not illegal to impersonate
I'm
work.
trying to explain to you how the if you put this all in front of a judge, right? They're not going to look at it as that. It's kind of hard to explain, but they're not going to look at it as she impersonated a lawyer. Like it goes into so many different things. Like number one, okay, my question: who do you guys think is the real lawyer?
We don't have that information because we weren't the
Okay, but
ones
no, no,
that.
no, you should because you're coming at me that there is a real lawyer, and I don't know what I'm saying. But when I'm asking you, you don't know the answer to it.
There is a lawyer, and that's why I said when I came up that you should let Brownie or Waffles come up because they have all of the information that
Well,
you're saying doesn't exist.
there was a recording of Brownie talking to a lawyer, right?
Yes, to the
No,
real
she
lawyer,
was
but she did
talking.
not play it. She did not play it on live because she
Right.
did
Okay,
not want to dox the real
she
lawyer.
called, she called who she thinks is the real
No,
lawyer.
she
But
also called the real lawyer and she recorded that phone call, but she did not play it on live. That's what
Right.
I'm trying to tell you. There is more information that you do not know about.
no, trust me, I know. There, any of those names that were on that, there's only one lawyer here in Florida on the bar registered, and it has a very close name, but spelled different. There's a big difference between, hey, they just switched up one last name and, hey, this is close enough, so this is the real lawyer. There's a big difference between that.
So I have a question then. In the recording, since you listened to the phone call, the address that this quote paralegal gave, what was that address to then? Was that to just no
She
nothing?
gave up Cape Coral.
But isn't
There
that a
was
lawyer's office when you Google the
no,
address?
no.
Where does the address
What is
go?
it to then?
I don't remember, but that's no fucking lawyers that I don't know where she pulled that out of her ass, but that's not a legit fucking lawyer. Nothing that she said had any truth. That's what my point. I'm not trying to say that this didn't happen, that didn't happen, it was wrong. I'm trying to tell you guys from a legal standpoint how a judge is going to look at it. Like there's got to be more concrete. Like yes, they did this.
The
It
real attorney's name is Philip Steinberg in Cape Coral. Would you like the phone number so
okay,
that you can
Stein,
call him and ask him?
you're saying Stein. Okay, what on the C and D? What are the all three names that were on there?
Not the same as the one old Vicky gave over the phone, darling.
No, the one on the C&D was like Steinfeld. And you guys said there's a real Steinberg. That's my point. You guys just took
What
part
it
of
is,
one name and
the
then
law,
tried to
because
attach
any
it to another.
attorney in an attempt to intimidate someone is fucking practicing law without a license, darling. You need to look it up or ask your old man.
No,
Not to
I
mention
already
too,
know.
on the phone,
not.
Victoria said she mailed it, right? So it would have been from her address. So then when Brownie showed the envelope and everybody saying that she doxed Gabby or whatever, no, she didn't, because she was told that that was the address and the phone number to the lawyer's office. So that's Gabby's dumb fault for saying, oh, well, no, this is the address to the lawyer's office. That was what was shown on live. So Brownie had no idea that that was Gabby's address or phone number. That was all told to them, that that was sent from the lawyer's office, that it was their address and phone number on the envelope.
Really? Because all I seen when they put Gabby's address and all that in Doxter or whatever, like, and I'm not sticking up for anybody, but all I seen that was the FedEx receipt of where it was mailed from and who it was mailed from. I didn't see that on the original C&D.
No, it was the envelope of the CND. There was an envelope, and
Okay.
on the
Okay.
phone,
So
Brownie said, she said, did you send this? And Victoria said, yes, I sent it from my office through
right,
USPS
I
or
heard
whatever
that.
she said. I don't remember. So then the envelope that was shown should have had the address from, quote, said lawyer's office, because it was sent from the lawyer's office. But
Right, but it
obviously that
didn't.
was all
But
a
it didn't.
lie,
But it didn't. It
because
said Gabby's name and Gabby's address.
right, because that was
Right.
clearly a lie, because Patriotress came up and
Right.
said
But
that it was
wasn't
sent
that,
from Gabby.
wait, wasn't that address that was on there, wasn't that the apartment building across from Gabby's, or am I wrong?
I honestly don't
No,
know
you're wrong.
Gabby's address because
No.
I don't care
Okay.
to do
Well,
enough of that research. I just know that Gabby was
no,
on
I mean
live
the
popping
address that was
off.
on the address that was on there. I thought I don't know. I might be wrong, but I thought that address came back to that apartment building.
I just know she was on
Okay,
live
I'm wrong.
saying that
I'm
she
wrong.
got
I'm
doxxed.
sorry. I don't know this.
She was on live saying she got doxxed and that was illegal and blah blah. Just more, more BS.
Right.
But
She put her address on. That was ridiculous. That was dumb. I don't
yeah,
know why
she
she did that.
didn't. Nobody got doxxed. I mean, that was their fault for saying, oh well, it came from the lawyer's office. This is the lawyer's address. Well,
I
okay.
mean, she's the one that said it. They did say it came from the lawyer's office. So, I mean, that's what they said, right? They said
Exactly.
that
Yep.
girl on the phone said, Victoria said that she mailed them out.
Yep.
Can I say
I just
something
wanted to
super
say
So I'm
quick?
like,
one thing real quick, and then I'm gonna drop because I know none of you know me very well. I'm a silent watcher, and I just kind of step back.
okay,
But I did hear Brownie say that she called and talked to the actual lawyer, and that he wanted all the information, and that's who they've been getting all this information for to turn over,
yeah.
and that they'd never heard of Gabby and they'd never heard of Victoria.
Okay, that's my question. Who was the actual lawyer? Because their name does not match the lawyers' names that were put on the C&D.
You'll have to ask
Monique,
All
her.
right,
listen.
let's let Bridget talk.
Okay, here's what she did. And I was in there the multiple times that Brownie played the recording with Victoria. She asked Victoria for her address in Cape Coral. Victoria gave her an address. Brownie muted because she didn't want that address doxed,
Yep.
which is a good thing to do. She looked up that address, which took her to that lawyer that she called. So that is how she got his name.
Okay, let me
She
ask
gave
this.
the address of that
Has anybody
name.
Okay, let me
She
ask
gave
this.
the address of that.
Has anybody researched that information themselves, or you just take it for granted what people say?
Well, I'm going to trust
Cricket.
that.
No, see, that's the problem. You
Well, I'm going to trust
cricket.
that.
No, see, that's the problem. You have to do
So
your
wait.
own research, but
So
everybody's real quick
Okay,
to say
Monique,
something.
stop. Stop.
I'm not
Well,
going
Chill
to
she,
out.
stop. I'm not
but
going to
Chill
stop
listen,
out.
because the
but
Steinberg
listen,
is in Palm Beach, and that's on the other fucking
right.
coast.
But listen. If she talked to a lawyer,
Steinberg,
it,
find out, just came up and said Steinberg, right?
okay, whoever she spoke with,
Okay,
this was
Steinberg,
his
that's on the other
information.
coast. It's
This
on the
was
other
his
coast.
information, paperwork, the whole works. This was this man's information. This
Yeah.
came back to this man.
Okay, I'm not
And
questioning
Brownie
all
talked
this
to
stuff.
him.
I'm just saying that to get her for something, the lawyer, oh my God, you guys aren't understanding what I'm trying to say.
Oh,
To get
I
her
am.
for
I am.
falsifying, to criminal action, you have to really have ties and like solid proof. And just saying, oh, I
Yeah.
think it's this is the real attorney that she was
Mon-
impersonating. You
Monique,
have
this
to have
isn't
the
your
solid
fight.
proof.
Yeah.
This
Okay,
isn't
well,
your fight. We
Steinberg
But
have to
is
let
in
listen,
them
Palm
do
Beach.
it.
but
Steinberg is
listen,
in Palm Beach.
this has been turned over to the authorities, so
Yeah.
it has already been fact checked.
And I'm happy about that. You don't think I wasn't
Yes.
happy that they're doing something
No,
about it?
but that's what I'm saying. It had to go through the process to make sure, and they can prove that their information was taken and to be used for something. I have a daughter that's a lawyer, so I kind of know a little bit about it too.
Yeah,
But
and
I'm a
I'm
silent
very, I'm very,
watcher.
I'm very close with one for over 2 decades myself.
Yeah.
So I know the probability because I really wanted to know, can she go down for this? But everybody's getting their hopes up like she can.
Well, I
And
think
I'm
that
tired of sitting back watching people saying, just wait, guys, just wait.
Well,
When
it
really,
takes
I don't think
time.
it's
We're
gonna
t-
fuck. It doesn't, no, it takes time. Who's telling you it takes time?
Well, I mean, they've got to get everything under control and find out what they're going to charge her with or charge someone
yeah.
with. It's
Yeah.
not something that just happens overnight.
The
No,
issue
hey,
with
I
this,
Monique.
know
though, is
that.
that it's not going to be Gabby going down because she's not the one that
Yeah. That's
impersonated. That's the
Right.
issue.
yep. Very
Gabby knew
I
what
true.
she was
understand that.
doing.
But
That's keywords
also,
right there, girl.
also, you have to take into consideration if Victoria really is in paralegal school, okay? Because that's what Patriot said. We'll take it that with a grain of salt. She could have just been making a letter and saying, "Look what I did for school. They made us practice doing C and D letters," and sent it to Gabby to show her. But Gabby took it and sent it and mailed it out
Crazy,
like
you
it was the
guys.
legit thing. You
Okay,
guys
yeah,
gotta
That's
look
but
true,
all
yeah.
outside the
no.
box of everything. Like
But Victoria entered the phone for Brownie and said, yes, this was true.
right, but
It
prove
wasn't,
that. How can you really prove that that was her? And yeah, we know it was her. Her voice matched
yes,
the second she got in the box under P
right,
Diddy.
right.
Absolutely, 100% the voices matched. Like, boom, there it
And
was.
she
But
said, yes, it was an open case
Yeah.
and made an appointment, made an appointment for Brownie to come in and see the lawyer. And guess what? Never called her back with the
Right.
time.
Right. They said because, and that's why I addressed that, I wanted her to say,
With the
right.
time.
Right. They said because, and that's why I addressed that, I wanted her to say, I wanted Patriot to say that, yes, it was Victoria that answered the phone, and yes, she did set up a fake appointment. I
And we
mean,
have
I
to
think that's,
understand too.
yeah.
There's open. I mean, like these women have open cases with her, so they're not
Yes,
going to get on live and talk about every single thing that's going on behind the
right,
scenes. So just because we don't know that there
right.
was a case going on doesn't mean that there isn't. It's just, I mean,
And
that's my opinion.
they gotta do their due diligence. They gotta make sure that they cross every T and dot every I. And that's
right,
Exactly.
and
what they're doing. And
I
listen,
understand.
Brownie searched this. She worked hard on this.
Yeah.
And I don't blame her because it's her name. But when she found the attorney, I mean, it was just cut right there.
Well,
It was,
I did my diligence and searched really hard too when I was accused of the one helping her do it. So yeah, I did the same thing. Been working really hard at it because I don't like being accused of shit that I haven't done.
well,
So,
I think
and,
there's going to be several that's going to go down with her.
and
Probably.
this
I
is
just,
another thing. Even Patriot coming up in this box, she didn't turn on her camera. She's got a fictitious screen name. You know, it's so hard to prove. You know what I mean? That people are who they are, and to have evidence just be like that, it's not that easy. I
Well,
wish it was.
the same thing goes for Gabby when she's printing out all these comments and in the
Yes. And
chat
that's
and
why her
saying,
stuff keeps getting denied because
yeah,
she has,
you can't prove
yes,
who any of those comments are or any of these people that are
right.
calling her or texting her. Like,
Exactly.
you can't prove any of
Exactly.
that.
She's
And I,
giving the judge. She's giving the judge all this proof that means nothing.
and it's
Exactly.
Absolutely
ridiculous that
nothing.
and none
Brandy's
of it's
name
coming from
is getting
Brownie
put
and
in front of a
Waffles.
judge. It's
Exactly.
ridiculous.
It's all
Oh, I
coming
know
from
that.
other haters. And
And that,
I've told them that from the beginning. Not once. I told them from the beginning. I do not, and I've even told
you
Gabby
want
this
this?
in the beginning.
I'll give you
I
that.
don't believe that Waffles or Brownie or Find Out
mm-mm.
have done. anything, well, no, I said waffles and brownie. I never talked about find out, but I said waffles and brownie. I really believe, Gabby, that they haven't done anything real life. Like there, I
Trash can
just
start
didn't
moving
believe
everybody.
it. You know, there's
No,
so
if
many
they
people
have
on this
something they
app.
want to say, they say
Hey,
it to her.
Skeleton, why don't you come up?
But I'm
Huh?
Yes,
gonna drop back
skeleton.
down. I just wanted to. I remember Brownie making that
I'll send you an
statement about
invite.
calling the lawyer and that he was floored and just just that kind of a
Well, Blazin, if she's going to school for being a paralegal, it's not necessarily impersonating a paralegal. I'm just
Tap the
responding to your
screen, guys.
comment.
Can you guys tap the screen? So here,
Paralegal. I'm just
tap the
responding to your
screen, guys.
comment.
Can you guys tap the screen? So here's my point. The most important thing is that, and I also want to give Trash a minute to talk too, because she's been modding and stuff tonight. What is I want to give Trash a minute to talk too, because she's been modding and stuff tonight. What is important is that it's a bunch of lies and it's ridiculous, and regardless if these girls were talking about them, right? It's the point of the matter is that Gabby is lying about this again. She's lying about
mm,
another thing, and then that's that again. She's lying about
mm,
another thing, and then that's that. And I hope that I mean, I'm going to say this regardless of how they treated me or talked to me or whatever, what they've said about me in the past. I hope that they got something from this live that would help them,
yes,
right?
yes.
What
Because
is?
it is
Why am I
not.
so defensive? Okay,
No, I mean,
why?
let's
Well,
let's
You
I'm
guys.
gonna drop down, ladies. Y'all have a
okay.
wonderful evening and have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you for coming up and sharing your opinion. Trash, go ahead. You got the floor.
Okay, so
Why?
just a couple
Let's
things.
let her have the floor, please, guys. This is my
Okay.
friend.
I know that this is frustrating. Like, believe me, I know I've been watching Gabby for years and I'm just as frustrated as any of you. When I say that it takes time for a case, I know, like, I was scammed out of over $50,000 probably 6, 7, 8 years ago from an adoption scammer. And it took 2 years for the feds to gather all their evidence. Like, we just sat here waiting for it until we were finally able to go to trial. So not everything is just going to be quick like we want it. So as much as it sucks that she's over there dancing and clam slamming and she keeps doing everything she's doing, you just
Yeah.
have to be patient. And
Yeah.
Brownie and Waffles and Find Out are not going to come out and give us all the information because
Right.
you can't. Like, I couldn't talk about anything during that. I couldn't put anything on anywhere. Like, I had to be very quiet. So we just have to be patient. And it sucks. I believe me, I know.
And you know
So
what? What you said about that, about it taking time and stuff, it does. Sometimes it takes so long that, like, I don't know. I
you
just,
feel like they forget about you.
yeah,
You're like,
yeah. It feels
what's
like
going
nothing's
on?
gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I firmly believe that. What I am so tired of this girl getting on this app and accusing people of crimes and things that they're not doing. Like, she could do it to you. She could be putting your name in front of a judge. It's just in lying. She did it to Shay. She lied on her. Remember when I told you you don't qualify for this? They're not going to give you that. They're not going to give you a restraining order against Shay because she's talking about you. And she went and lied and did the same thing she did to Find Out, and she was denied. It's like this girl, like, enough is enough. And I hope that somebody can get her for this. Like, lying. That's lying. She's lying to the court. If these girls didn't do anything to her and there's no proof of it, she is lying to the court and putting their name is having to go through, it's getting put in a system. They could possibly get these. I mean, I'm saying, we say that there's no proof and stuff, but we're not a judge. Like, what if a judge grants this against these girls, right? And then they have that on their fucking record. I'm sorry for cussing, but you know what I mean? Like, what if they have that on their record and they didn't do anything to her like that? Like, they weren't harassing and stalking her, and they get that on their record. Like, that's the focus. Like, Gabby is the focus. We're tired of her shit. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. There's got to be something. And I thought, like, maybe I was helping a little bit tonight too, and it just always blows up. Sorry. Anyway, I'm done. It does. It blows up, and I just wish it wouldn't. I wish we could all just stop arguing with each other. She is the only one going real life, and you know, listen, you can go. You know what? I will argue with you. You can fucking go. All right, sorry about that. I said don't argue
Yeah,
with the chat. Here I am.
and there's no reason for people, and there's no reason for people to sit here when they've
Yeah.
reached out and said we're on your side, but then you
That's why I'm saying, like, you know, that's fine. I'm not going to argue with them. I believe what's right is right. So that's why I'm saying, like, you know, that's fine. I'm not going to argue with them. I believe what's right is right. You know, and it's right. Even if they don't like me, what is happening on certain things, you know, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I wish we could not argue with each other. I got defensive. I got shitty too because I think of things that were said about me, and it sucks. You know what I mean? Like
Angela,
it sucks that they said things about me.
I think you do a really great job hosting lives. I really do. Like, I appreciate you doing this. Um, Monique, like, I know you're really fired up and everything, but I think you've been causing a lot of issues tonight with people. And I think that at the end of the day, like, we need to just stop arguing with people and yelling at each other because that's letting Gabby win. Like, we all have one common goal at
Yeah.
the end of the day. And whether or not we like the other person or whether or not we agree with them holding lives or doing whatever, like, we need to just put that aside and just let them come up and speak their truth and let them come up and speak their side. And I
Yeah.
just don't believe in like silencing people and talking over people or getting upset. Like, I know you're upset. I know you were directly involved with Gabby behind the scenes and you have personal things. So like, I get it, trust me. But I don't want her to get away and sit back and think that she's winning and laugh because everybody is sitting here fighting and arguing
Yeah.
with each other. It
That's
just
what
doesn't.
that's what that's what
Taylor,
I'm
I
worried
I
about.
agree.
I'm worried about
Absolutely
that.
100% Taylor. But do you know what I've done? It being kind, but I still have to sit back and even today shit's being said about me, things I didn't do. Mentioning my
Yeah.
name, saying all things about me, my kid being mentioned. I sit back and I don't do anything. I don't come after people. It's like whatever to me.
No, and
But
kids
when
should be
you're
off
right here,
limits.
exactly. When I'm sitting here saying I'm trying to help you, here's some information. I want to give it to you. Yes, I'll be a witness. And then, because I can't, I don't know how to function Discord. You're like, well, your fucking kid's autistic, and this and that. Like, what? I don't like that shit. Okay, but do I care? Yeah, at the time I do because it's like, wait, you guys preach kids are off limits and all this and that. But am I going to come and attack you? No. But when you're right here in front of me, you best believe because I hold shit. You know what I
I
mean?
wish
I don't
yeah.
I don't
Like
come directly at you at that time because I just don't care enough at the time. Like it is what it is. This is an app at the end of the day. It doesn't affect my real life. This Gabby, yes, because why? Because real life, I was friends with her. I live
Right.
here. Real life for
Exactly.
me. Okay.
yeah.
No,
But
and I
this app,
understand that.
it doesn't. But when you come up and I feel like we were trying to do this kind of to help them, but we did have conditions. You know what I mean? And it's like to come up and be like, none of this live was of truth. It's like, how about coming in like wish listed and talking and saying, we appreciate this, and then, say what you feel wasn't of truth and talking and saying, we appreciate this, and then, say what you feel wasn't of truth. But to come in and immediate, and I get it, because Brownie's a lot like me. Like, I get it. I'm aggressive. She's aggressive. You know what I mean? I do get it. And
Hmm.
everything you're saying is of truth. Absolutely, I agree 100%. I'm aggressive. She's aggressive. You know what I mean? I do get it.
Hmm.
And everything you're saying is of truth. Absolutely, I agree 100%.
And I think
Yeah, I just,
I think they're upset, like just how you are. Like, they're upset because their names are being drug, and I mean, them three are pretty much getting the blame for everything that's going on TikTok. All the videos about her and
Right.
all the pages about her and all the Reddit, everything. Like, them three are pretty much getting blamed for everything that's going on, and
Well, I don't
everything. Like, them three are pretty much getting blamed for everything that's going on, and
well, I don't
I would be
and I get
frustrated
it, and
too.
I
I would
get
be
it.
upset
So
too.
if they feel that way, why talk about people that have not done anything? Like, why continue to talk about other people and feel other people? That's what I don't understand.
Well, and Taylor, I don't know if you were in, maybe it was lagging really bad. I'm not sure, but I said that when Patriot was in here. I said, what's happening is, and that's what she tried to do with Shay. She said, and there's a video of her saying, I want someone to pay. she wants to put this stuff all on them. I mean, I said that
Mhm.
to Patriot. So like, I don't know, maybe it was lagging. Everybody said that there was some trouble with that, but I made it very clear. I addressed that's what's happening.
Yeah, I think it's just very easy to get heated and get emotions. And I think, like we're human. We all say things and we don't think about it in the heat of the moment. And just, I just wish that, like I said, we can all just put everything
Me
aside,
too.
have a big live, have everybody that knows things, that wants to speak, say things without fighting and judging. And maybe one day we can get to that point. I don't know if it'll happen right now, but I just think that, like I said,
Yeah.
something has to be done. And
I'm
if
kind
we
of
all
like,
can come together, the
I'm
more people, the better.
so Taylor, even though I got a little bit heated or whatever with Brownie, I still didn't call her names. I
No,
didn't
no.
say they
And
were
I
calling
think,
me
I
names.
honestly really
I didn't even
respect
do
you,
that. And I'm
Angela.
not ready.
I think you do a great job. Like, I really do. So I think I know you get a little nervous and you're like, I don't know if I'm doing the
I
right thing, but
do.
I really do. So I think I know you get a little nervous and you're like, I don't know if I'm doing the
I
right thing, but
do.
you are very respectful and you do a good job. So I just want you to know that.
It's just hard to like, it's like I don't, it's like I don't, and I'm going to say this and
You to know that.
it's just hard to like, it's like I don't, it's like I don't, and I'm going to say this and stand it. I don't feel like I owed anyone. I did not owe anyone to tell them. I didn't owe Brownie or Waffles to tell them. Now, if we had a better relationship, absolutely, I probably would have told them. But honestly, no, I wouldn't have. If my deal with Patriot was what it was, what's what it was, and I would do the same for anyone. And I like to stand on my word. You know what I'm saying? So like I can't say that I would have done that, but maybe I would have been open to like if they would maybe if we would have got along and they would have had my number and they could have texted me like how about you ask her this, things could have been different. It goes on both sides. We could all put it to the side but that means you can't be okay with me
Everyone.
one
Yeah.
moment of the live. There was a live where it was before they even talked to us, you know what I mean? So
Right. And
so
and
you
I,
got to understand where I'm coming from there.
No, yeah, I'm speaking to everyone, not just you guys. Like, I'm speaking to them too. I'm not on anybody's side. Like I said, I'm
We
in the
need to act
middle.
like adults.
Exactly. I just want everybody to just say, okay, you know what? I don't like you, but whatever. At this point, like we have the same common goals, so let's just try to work together and get it figured out.
Yeah.
That's all.
And I think the more people that, honestly, the way I feel about it is
Oh
the
my
more
God,
people
I'm
that
up
hold
there
lives.
again.
Are you want to be up here or no? I feel about it
Oh
is the
my
more
God,
people
I'm
that
up
hold
there
lives.
again.
Are you want to be up here or no?
What's
No.
your face out of there? What's the camera?
um, the thing is that the more people that hold the lives, the more people that talk about the crap that she's doing. I feel like it. I feel like that's good. Like
No,
it
it
doesn't matter
is.
who it is. I mean, if you're getting your information right, right? Obviously, you want people. That was funny, wasn't it? If you're getting your information right and you're telling people, look, this is what she's doing, And I do think, whether Patriot told the complete truth or not, what she did say was important, right? What she did say that it
Right.
was fake, and it confirmed that it was, and I guess we all knew it, but it was confirmed, and she wanted, and she's going through a really hard time right now, and I know I'm not saying what she did was okay, but I don't just like we all have people in our life that aren't perfect, that make mistakes and do dumb shit and shitty stuff. Do we just mark them off? Like, are all your friends and your family perfect? No, you know what I mean. And I know what it's like to be on the other side of actually liking Gabby and wanting to stick up for her and not really being aware of how she side of actually liking Gabby and wanting to stick up for her and not really being aware of how she really is.
And I think that's the biggest thing too is like, I mean, I know even like Momo got hate when all that stuff went down, and it's Gabby is very
Definitely.
manipulative. And
Yeah.
I mean, I know even like Momo got hate when all that stuff went down, and it's Gabby is very
Definitely.
manipulative. And
Yeah.
until you're in that position, you really don't know how easy it is to fall in and be like, you feel bad for her. Like she has a way of playing the victim to where like you want to help her. And I do believe that Patriot had, she has a good heart and she had the best interest in mind. But her daughter, I don't believe that. I think her daughter just wants to start a bunch of drama and wants to get on TikTok and flaunt and taunt people. And that was a
Maybe.
whole.
Maybe I don't know her.
I'll
I've
just
never talked to her. I don't know her. I'm not impressed by what I saw with the I didn't like that Diddy's baby oil shit. I don't.
Yeah, that
That
was
was enough for me.
disgusting.
That was enough for
and
me.
I'll just
Okay,
give my
but I'm
honest
not.
opinion on that. Okay.
I don't like
I
that.
honestly don't even think that she's in paralegal school. I think it's
Well,
all fucking.
I mean, I don't.
But whatever,
We don't know.
give
We
it
don't know.
just think with the grain of salt. I don't know for sure. I haven't even looked or researched, but
Right.
I call bullshit on that.
I mean,
I really
we just.
do. But
I can just go by what she's saying, and what the main important thing was that she was to get on here and say that she helped do something wrong, and it was, you know, like, and then also that Gabby actually did have someone that was willing to help her. She did. If that's true, she did have somebody willing to help her, and she sabotaged that herself because she can't even be smart enough to listen to a lawyer, a real lawyer. But she's been lying, saying she has a lawyer. She doesn't. She screwed that up. She's lying, saying, she would. Man, I'm so sick of her. I'm so sick of her doing. I don't even care. She'd be my arch enemy, and she did something wrong to them like this. I would stand up for them.
Do you
You know.
know why she decided that this came out now? Like, was it because you reached out to her, or was?
I don't. I think no. She said. Remember, she said like she's tired of the hate she's getting. She knows what she did was wrong. She is feeling the guilt. Imagine you get your daughter involved in something, you mess up, you get your daughter involved in some bullshit, and then your daughter's getting all this hate. You know what I mean? Like, which because it's bullshit and it was a lie. And then she said, I wanted to come clean, and I think she wants to. I think I think she's seeing. I'll speak for her in this sense, but don't quote me. But I think she's seeing Gabby for who she is, and
Mhm.
okay, I do think so. But I think she just has a good heart, and she's still in that phase. I was in that phase too. I wanted to come out and blast Gabby, but I was worried because
no,
she
because
was
she still
threatening
wanted to
me.
protect her. No, she
Yeah,
still wanted
okay,
to protect her.
and that's fine because here's the thing: we could look at it that way, but everybody accused me of that, but they didn't know behind the scenes that she was accusing me of crimes against her, and that behind the scenes I had to get a lawyer. I was worried about my job. I was worried about, you know what I mean, or that she was accusing me of crimes against her, and that behind the scenes I had to get a lawyer. I was worried about my job. I was worried about, you know what I mean, like. And so I wanted to come out blasting her. And even, you guys, even when I had the live and I told the truth about the stuff that Gabby lied about, do you know that I still felt bad? I still felt bad. And I don't know, and maybe that's
Well,
just
that's because you have a good heart. You have a good
okay.
heart, so of
Well,
course
and,
you're
and,
going to
and
feel bad even
even
after
good
that.
people do shitty things sometimes. And I'm not giving Patriot a pass. I actually am going to give her props for coming up here and saying, because all that mumbo jumbo, we're all saying this was a lie, that was a lie, she didn't tell the truth about this. The main thing that she said was the most important thing.
Right.
You can't tell me any different. Like, I'm just not convinced that it's any different. She came out and said it was bullshit. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? She confirmed it. Maybe she didn't tell the whole truth, whatever, but I don't know that. You know what I mean?
No,
I don't
see, I
know.
wanted her to admit, and I knew she was lying when I asked her, "Did Gabby know that these were fraudulent?" Okay,
Well,
because
I believe Gabby knew.
that is what is criminal. Okay,
Yeah, that's
not the
true.
actual letter itself, the actions taken and her mailing it and making it as if it was illegal is what is criminal.
Yeah, she knew. And like when we talk calmly about it and we explain it and we talk through it, and the people that are listening that might be on the fence, or the people that support her that might be listening, they're gonna listen, but when we're screaming at each other and we're fighting, they're gonna be like, they look like idiots. It's all a bunch of drama, and they're not gonna believe us.
Right. I just want to say that Gabby absolutely knew because of the comment she made the other day when somebody asked about the C&D or her involvement, and she said, "No, no, I didn't have anything to do with that. Why do you think I had other people do
Yeah, I had
my
somebody else
legal
do it.
work?"
Yep.
Exactly.
So
That's
she
Yep.
No,
knew.
she
exactly what I
Yeah,
was going to say.
but
Yep,
she
she knew.
said she ended it with the words legally. Did
legally.
Yeah,
you not
legal,
Yes.
catch on
something
to
like
that?
that. Yep,
I
yep.
had
So she knew.
other people do it legally.
Yeah, that pissed me. It can change. It can change. I think it can change. Maybe not today, but it can change. And it doesn't have to either. We just don't have to argue with each other. But I'm like my goal is to try to with each other. But I'm like my goal is to try to, like, it's not awareness, but it's like this the truth. Like, because
Right.
that girl, from she is still standing on lies from way back. That girl, from she is still standing on lies from way back, way
Yep.
back. That's why I go. That's why I went in the lives and said, "Hey, ask her to show the SSI approval letter. Ask her to show it." There's no and said, "Hey, ask her to show the SSI approval letter. Ask her to show it." There's no diagnosis for that kid, you guys, and she's still lying about that. Like she'll never tell the truth until she's forced to, until maybe she's handcuffed about that. Like she'll never tell the truth until she's forced to, until maybe she's handcuffed or maybe she gets fined or some. I don't know what they'll do to her, but she's just she. I can't. I just want people to know that we're not full of shit. That all these people are not, that they're not lying about her. Like all what do all these mods, they're all bad. They just want to take her platform down and they're lying and they're terrible people. We have to literally, it's like we have to defend ourselves. We don't have to, we choose to, but it's like she can sit up on that. She's lied about me. She's lied about Monique. She's lying about Brownie. She's lying about Waffle. She's lying about Karen. You
Hmm.
know, what I hope is at the end of the day, somebody gets a restraining. At the end of the day, at the end of all this shit, I hope and I pray that she's the one that ends up with a restraining order against her.
Now that would be karma at its finest.
I hope that happens. And
I want to see her in jail, but that's just me. I mean, I don't,
yeah, because
but
I
Oh,
feel
that's a
like
whole.
all these
to
judges
go
are
see her
like
in jail. I would go down, okay, personally, and get out of. How you doing? I'm like, I'm
I
petty.
would
I'm petty like
pay.
that.
I would pay for you to have a video like chat with her so that we could all sit on here and watch it because that would just be.
I
I would
know,
love it.
and talk.
That would be the best thing.
We're just
Trust
tired.
me, and I would do it. I would do it. I mean, you guys don't understand the anger I still hold. Like I'm a
I do.
person, like I'm a pretty good person to see bullshit, all right? And this time it got by me, and I'm more pissed at that. Like at myself for allowing everything, and
Hmm.
just how
Yeah.
did I not see it sooner? Yeah, I've only been around 3 months, and a lot of people have been around 3 years, but like how did I not catch on? I guess I just wasn't even paying attention that much. I mean, I was, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
Like I went through my back on my text messages and I found a whole bunch of shit that she sent me, and I'm like, how did I never pay attention to this? It's always because I'd see the last message of a gazillion things sent and just respond to that.
Hmm.
I
And
That
I
was
think
just me.
I think that's like what's so frustrating for us too, is because like I've been watching her for almost a year now, and I just feel like we're always labeled as bad people. We're always labeled as haters, trolls, bullies, like all these things. And I'm one of the nicest people that you'll ever meet. I mean, I have no issues with anyone, but when I see her, what she does, and I mean, we're speaking the truth. We're not
yeah.
bullying. We're not making things up. We come with facts. We come with
But
receipts. We come with videos, and it's upsetting when, and like I said, I mean, obviously, like there's people that are, we have to learn for ourselves, and we're not going to believe the internet people. But how are thousands and thousands of people wrong and she's right? It just
But
blows my
approach
mind.
is everything. Like you guys, I know everybody's so heated and stuff, and this is what I'm saying. The approach is everything. And does it
Mm-hmm.
really matter if they come around on your time or if they come around? We're all adults. If somebody outside is telling you, don't talk to this person, they did that and that, you're a grown ass woman, Taylor. You're going to make up your own mind. Okay.
Exactly.
And so we can't, like, why I've said, like, it doesn't matter if it takes people however long it takes them to come around. The fact that they come around and they see what's really going on, that's what matters. You have to
Exactly.
approach people better. You can't attack them because they're supporting her. Maybe they have their reasons. We don't know. Like, I'm a smart person and I stuck around for a year. And then look what she did to me. And had I walked away a long time ago, none of that stuff would have happened. And maybe other people are smarter than me, and maybe other people don't. But I was there because I wanted to be there, and because I tried to
Right.
believe the good in her.
Happening. Like that's why I was
I
just
never went
stating
back.
with Gabby.
I was going
Usually
on my own.
I can see right away, but I really just with her I felt
Went
dating
back.
with Gabby.
I was going
Usually
on my own.
I can see right away, but I really just with her I felt bad. I think I was so stuck in the I feel bad, just how everybody else gets put into to the
It does.
situation,
It looks like that.
and
It makes you
and
feel
it
that way.
blinds you. It blinds
Yes.
you because you see so much hate, and you're like, oh my gosh, why is this person getting so much hate? You don't know why. Everybody else does because they've been around.
And you
And
And
don't
but
know
I'm the
all these
type of
people.
person I need to see for myself. Now everybody's saying, well, why are you with Danny's now within my community? All right, okay,
I know this live isn't about, just be careful because she's not who she says she is either. And this whole thing, she's gaining popularity off of hating her. She says she is either. And this whole thing, she's gaining popularity off of hating her sister. And that to me is just sick. I mean, like their own issues, they need to take off the app. That has nothing to do with TikTok. But I mean, she's literally gaining all this popularity. She had a wish list that she the app that has nothing to do with TikTok, but I mean, she's literally gaining all this popularity. She had a wish list that she just got her entire apartment furnished.
Let's
And it's
talk
like
about
people,
gaining. Let's talk about gaining. Gabby has almost 400 subscribers on the
yep.
Let Them account. She has gained over 8,000 followers since September.
And has blocked half of her
Okay,
subscribers.
so what's going on there? Like what's happening that it? You know what I'm saying?
I can just see
Yeah.
Danny becoming exactly like G. I mean, and then I
Oh
know
no.
that she was like this before, but she was doing better for a while. And I really, I mean, I even started to think, hey, I actually like watching her. Like, she's really funny, she's entertaining. And then I got smacked right back into, I'm an idiot. Why did I think that she was ever going to change? Because she's been acting disgusting for the past week. That wish list and acting like everybody owes her things and she's entitled. There are people that literally have nothing. Even, I mean, like Patriot, she just lost her home. I mean,
I
like there are
know.
people that have literally nothing.
Yep.
She has a job, she has a roof over her head, and she has a bed. Why does she need 4 lamps and a microwave car? I've been
I
in my
know.
house 5 years and I still need furniture. I mean, you get things slowly at a time.
But you
And
get her supporters. They, I know what you're saying, Taylor, but her supporters, she has a different type of
I
people
know,
relationship, and they want to do this stuff. Like,
I know,
and there's nothing we can do about it. Like, if
I
we
know.
have an opinion about it, I get what you're saying, but those Danny, I'm not making any excuses for her, but she has like a relationship with those people. Like, they're,
Yes,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? It, not like
Hmm.
Gabby, who just wants to like, she don't even care. She don't even care shit about you. Nothing you have to say or nothing. Only her team when it's time to battle, right?
Hmm.
So
right.
Danny has people that really care about her, and as much as some things can frustrate us or whatever, when it comes to people's money, they're just free to do what they want with it, whether we think it's right or not,
Yeah, I
and if she's
agree.
putting an act on, then she, if she is, if like I would like to see everybody get better. As much as I right now literally cannot stand Gabby, for that little boy, I want her to get better. I wouldn't be her friend again. I was staying far away from her, but I do want to see her get better. I want it, like that saying is, you want to see her eat, but just not at your table, right? Same thing with
Hmm.
Danny. And if Danny doesn't get better, then you know what? If Danny doesn't improve her life, the only person she's hurting is herself. At
I
the in
agree.
the end, it's not
Right. And
affecting
I
us.
have high hopes for Danny. And I'll tell you what big difference from her sister. Okay, big difference. Like how she knew every single name of every single mod to call up. Okay, that just shows how close she is with all of her mods. Number one, but Angela's right. She interacts with her chat. She cares about her chat. She knows people by name,
Yeah, I'm not
and
saying she's
even
perfect, but
me.
she does.
She'll
She cares
message
for
me just
people.
say, "How's your day?" Do you think Gabby ever did that? No, never.
No, absolutely not.
She didn't even
She
know
never
my
thought
son's
about
name,
anybody
Taylor.
other than herself.
She didn't even
So
know my son's name.
mine either. How many times did I talk about it? She couldn't name no one child. Like
I
that's
didn't
just
expect
so
it from her.
self-centered. And it's not because of that. It's just I'm giving a human a chance. You know what I mean? Until you prove me otherwise, that's just how I am.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not sticking up for any. I'm very, very well aware. Me and Danny, we just recently now just are getting along, so I understand. But I
Right.
just, I guess in my heart, I feel like I would just like to see her do good. And if she doesn't, then like I said, she's screwing herself. You
And
know
I
what I
feel
mean?
the same way. Trust me, like I said, I give chances. I forgive people probably more than sometimes I should, but I think the biggest lesson that everyone can learn is just not to blindly publicly support
Right.
someone until you
Yes.
really know who they are, because when things come out, like you are attached to them, as sad as it is, and you can say, "Oh, I didn't know. I have a good heart." And I mean, that's happened to me too. Like I've supported
Yeah.
people on this app that turned out to be really really
Terrible,
shitty
right?
people,
Terrible.
and
Yeah.
so it's just a good lesson for everyone, not including me, everyone in the chat, just to, before you go and blindly publicly support someone, really just know who you're supporting and know and do your research, because if things
Yeah.
come out and you are attached to that person by
Oh,
association. So,
Taylor, I mean, eventually, I want to like I want to get away from all this stuff eventually. Like right now,
right.
I've got a mission. You know what I mean? And I'm on it. But eventually, like I don't want to be tied to Gabby,
Oh,
but I
yeah, I
am.
wouldn't
I am
either.
right now,
Trust
and
me.
I don't want to be tied to that girl. Right now, I am. And even though I'm not her mod and I'm not her friend anymore, I'm tied to her. But you know what? I'm using it to my advantage, to that audience. Her mod and I'm not her friend anymore. I'm tied to her. But you know what? I'm using it to my advantage, to that audience. If I can, I don't know. Just I want the people that are out there, the ones that are on the fence. I get messages all the time from people like that, and I say like I understand where you're coming from, but I can only tell you about my experience with her. And then also people have to go off their own experience with someone, like blindly supporting. That's what I did to Gabby. I get what you're saying. I'll
Hmm.
never do that again to anybody, never. But I also at the same time, like I don't expect people to. I have a lot of people in my real life that they're probably fucked up individuals. You know what I mean? But I love them. You know what I, you know?
Of
Uh,
course.
they
Yeah.
didn't do me wrong, and they didn't do things like, obviously, like if there was some terrible, terrible thing that they did, I'm gonna get away from them. But like, I guess maybe that's part of my faith or whatever. But I fully recognize what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I learned a big lesson with this, and now I'm just trying to turn it around somehow. And I don't really know what I'm doing, but I feel like being open to talk to people and not attack them has gotten me 100 times further. It got me with Monique, it got me with Kara, it got Patriot in that ox tonight.
Hmm. No, I think you're doing the right thing. I really do. I mean, instead of just running and hiding and pretending like it was never a thing, you're speaking, you're using your platform, you're letting people come up. And I think that's the only thing we can do. I mean, once people get burned by her, like I said, come out, speak the truth. I won't judge. I know a lot of people, I know you guys got a lot of hate for supporting her, but
Yeah,
I don't support anybody that is willing to come forward and say, "Hey, look, I screwed up. I supported this person. She screwed
right.
me over. I
Yeah.
shouldn't have." And I think that I mean, that's all you can do, and that's
That's what
what
I'm
you've been
trying to do
doing.
is give people a
Right.
place. Give people a place that whenever, I don't care, 6 months down the road, if somebody wants to come to me and be like, Angela, I'm sorry, you were right. Guess what? You're welcome. You're welcome with me.
Yeah.
You're welcome with me. That's how I feel. Like I'm not going to
And
berate you about you knew this, you knew that. I don't give a shit about that. The fact that you're not letting that girl screw you over anymore, that's the most important thing to me. So they're welcome. They're always welcome to message me. They're always I will talk to them. That's I know maybe it sounds stupid, but I don't know. That's I just want to be that person. But I don't know. 6 months from now, I probably won't be that person. 6 months from now, I hope I'll be moved on, and hopefully, 6 months from now, we'll see somebody being held accountable, right? I
I don't
hope we
know.
can pray, but
It's
like,
been, what is it, 3 years, as she says. So who
well,
knows?
she's
But
she's done a she's done a lot of stupid shit here. Like I tell you, she's done some really stupid shit here lately. We all know, and it isn't up to us. It isn't up to us. It isn't up to like Brownie and Waffles. They turn and find out they turn their stuff over. They're doing what they can, for their stuff. Sometimes you have to give somebody enough rope. You know what I mean?
hmm.
And not, that's what I've said before. I've said, damn, everybody dissects every move. They're watching her. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And not, that's what I've said before. I've said, damn, everybody dissects every move. They're watching her every move. It's like, give her some rope.
I don't even know how she's happy on the app anymore, to be honest.
Well,
To me, it would just be how she's happy on the app anymore, to be honest.
well,
To me, it would just be a constant headache. I don't, it's just,
because
it wouldn't even be
because
fun for me anymore.
because what
It's
I've
a many
learned is
thing.
like, that she thrives off this negative energy. She thrives. She gets like we all got to get it out. When she can be the victim, you know what I'm saying? It's she builds all this drama. She says she doesn't want it. She's tired of this. She'll cry to you. She'll help me turn my platform around. You'll put all that work in because there's some people doing it right now, and they're gonna get bit in the ass too. You know, uh,
Yep.
and here's the thing, and that's okay. Like, do it. Help her. Maybe you can help her. But you know what she did to me was the opposite, and it's like it's she thrives off of it, and you can see it in her eyes. And when it clicked with me before it was over with her, and I was like, all these people are just giving her what she wants.
Yep.
Who battles somebody that called C like all these people are just giving her what she wants?
Yep.
Who battles somebody that called CPS on you on live? Who does that? And you tell me that you don't like the negative energy or the drama. It all comes down, like we said, when how kids act. You tell me that you don't like the negative energy or the drama. It all comes down, like we said, when how kids act bad, when they're starving for attention and they act up. They don't care if it's negative, if they're getting in trouble or not, right? We know kids will do that, right? If they need attention, they'll do that. They'll act up. They don't care. Whatever kind of, if they're getting in trouble or not, right? We know kids will do that, right? If they need attention, they'll do that. They'll act up. They don't care. Whatever kind of attention they're getting. That's it. I feel like it's that child mentality. She loves all the eyes on her. Care, whatever kind of attention they're getting. It's that child mentality. She loves all the eyes on her, and it doesn't matter that it's negative. If you really think all this stuff is hurting her and she feels so unsafe and she feels like somebody's going to come and hurt really think all this stuff is hurting her and she feels so unsafe and she feels like somebody's going to come and hurt her or her kid, like she keeps saying everybody's hurting Cam. No, baby, that's all you. That's all you. But she doesn't really believe that because she's doing that's all you. But she doesn't really believe that because she's doing nothing about it. She's
No,
not
she
even
would get off
blocking
the
it.
app. If she was that scared and feel fearful of her life, she would delete her app. Delete the app entirely. If she was that scared and feel fearful of her life, she would delete her app. Delete the app entirely
Yep,
and get off of it. And
exactly.
that right there is just proof that like she's not scared, she's not afraid. She gets up. She's been told multiple times by her little mods now that she has like stop taunting these people. She's been told multiple times by her little mods now that she has like stop taunting these people. You are creating this by getting on here and taunting and say
Yes,
CPS didn't
yes.
take my child. And then what does she do? She turns around and she gets on and she's taunting them again. And it's like
Like
she doesn't
like how
care.
she blamed everyone, but then comes out in the same next conversation and says that she said whatever, like no, like she wouldn't cooperate with them. And Monique told her they're going to go get a warrant, and they did. But you know why they did that? Because she did not take him to get that examination.
Mm,
That's why that
sickening.
happened. You know what I mean?
Sickening.
But we're the ones doing it. We're the
Well,
ones.
yeah.
She did
It's
that to her own kid.
it's a money thing for her too.
Yes, it is. That's right. Yes, ma'am.
She doesn't care about anything else as long as she's on live making money.
Yep. And she will sell her soul for $50. You hear
Yes,
me?
she
She'll
will.
throw her kid under the bus and she will sell Aaron out for $50. I believe that. I believe
Mm.
that to my core. Now, and here's the thing, like I know what you're saying, Taylor. It's so frustrating when it's like I was that person that actually didn't see all this. But do you know that since I'm away from it, I look at it like I'm a whole new person. Like a lot of the things that I believed before, I've even told like Monique and these girls like, "Oh my God, like how did I like how did I believe her?" You
It's
know?
like being in a toxic relationship. Like you don't
Yes.
see it until you're outside of it and people are telling you and you're like, "No, no, it's not like that. You don't see them. You don't see how they are when they're good and blah blah."
Yes.
And trust me, I get it. I totally understand. And I mean, I guess I never will fully understand because I wasn't in your shoes.
Right, right. No, I
So,
don't. Yeah, I mean, it is weird, and it sucks because you look back and you're like, damn. And then it's like everybody tells you what you should have done, and I'm like, damn. Like, okay, you go ahead. How does it work out for you? They don't know all the conversations that were behind there. I never one time helped Gabby do anything that was wrong. I was always encouraging her to do the right thing. And sometimes I just didn't have the energy. I had lost my son. Sometimes I just didn't have the energy, you know? Like I
And it's
just
almost like too, you have to agree with her because then if
yeah,
not,
she'll just
you
shut you down. So what was be the
yep,
point, right?
exactly.
What
Yep.
would be the point? Like everybody knows what we should have done, and things like there's a lot of you out there that once supported Gabby, and now you're on the other side, and you forget that you were once there. Not saying you. When I say you, you know what I'm saying. Like I'm
Right,
addressing.
right.
There's a lot of people, and they're welcome, and it's okay. You know what I mean? But not us. I think we've actually. I think since we went live, the first time and kind of I think things are bridging. We just gotta. I don't understand. We got to work on this other thing. We either work on it or we don't, or we leave each other alone. But we can't be doing this. We can't be fighting and we can't be yelling and all this stuff because nobody's going to listen to us. Nobody's going to listen to us like that.
I agree. I'm gonna drop though, just because I've been up here for a lot longer than I thought I would. But I appreciate you letting me speak and listening. And just like I said, just be careful about do your research, Momo, because there's a lot of videos out there. She's done some really nasty, horrible things. So I would just do your research. That's all. But like I said, I hope we can all come together and
Yes.
take down this person that needs to be off the app because other mothers don't need to be getting advice from her at all. So,
Lord. No, they
Exactly.
don't.
but I hope you guys have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you for coming
Thank you.
up,
You
hon.
too.
Bye bye.
Now that is how you have a conversation. I like her. That is how you have a conversation. And Monique, I get what they're saying and stuff, but like also like um what if Danny never does do you wrong? You know what I mean? That's the only thing you gotta base your own opinion on her and your experience with her. But like I think it's okay to take the warning because Danny herself does admit to all the bullshit she did. So you know what I mean? Whatever. It's up to if Monique wants to be friends with her, then she wants to be friends with her. I mean, I don't really think it's everybody can say you can say all this stuff, but it's really up to her. Who's in? Who is this in the box? You want to be in the box? Hello. Well, this is so weird. Like,
Mon-
just why did what
Monica.
is? I don't think they realize they're up here. Oh, okay. You know who that was?
No.
Oh, me neither.
Monique?
But we're not gonna. This live isn't about Danny. Is Monique still? She's muted. Maybe she's got her muted.
Is she sleeping?
I don't know. Maybe does she get bored with our talking and go to sleep? Can you text her and see?
Yeah.
Is there anybody else that wants to
No,
come
I'm
up?
here. Just I need a minute. I'm
Oh,
here.
okay. Yeah. All right, you got the box. Ay, ay, ay. All right, I get what you guys are saying, but this live isn't really about Danny, so everybody has their opinion. But I think this person is sleeping.
Hello? Okay.
Just can't with this. Ay, ay, ay.
I can't.
Well, it's no longer Friday the 13th where I'm at.
Oh, it's still here for me.
I think that was good. Like Taylor, even though Monique and her like they like had difference of opinions or whatever, and then everybody ended up talking to each other good. So
Yeah.
I feel like that was good.
Yeah. This is not about Danny.
Yeah,
That's yeah.
no, it's not. Basically, yeah, I the only person I'm interested in talking about is what Gabby's done.
Yeah. She needs
No, we
she
didn't.
needs help.
Is Monique okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Oh boy. Maybe. Oh, maybe she is talking to her. I mean, I feel like, if you're friends with somebody, you're going to stand up for them. And like you guys, everybody probably has friends that they stand up for. I don't know. I don't know why It's like TikTok has its own rules, and it's like this whole separate part. It doesn't really matter if, and if like I said, I'll repeat it again. If people bought her stuff, they bought her stuff. Like I don't know.
Right.
I don't. I'm not really concerned with all that, to be honest.
Nope. It's not, if it's not your money, I mean, I get there's people out there that need it and stuff like that, but if you're willing to give her the money, then that's your you work for that money, you can do whatever you want to do.
Well, I mean, you can say that, Stonehenge. That's fine. You can say that, and that's fine. You want to judge people off the company they keep, go, and then that's your right to go ahead and do that.
That's not nice though
I
to
mean,
say.
that's not how the real world works, but that's okay. That's your opinion, and you're entitled to it.
Yes, I do see what Danny does.
Right. We're
I
not
mean,
blind, yeah.
yeah, I'm not blind. I'm not giving her money.
Monique wants to be Danny's friend, then that's I mean, that's a grown woman's choice to do. Like, if you think that we haven't had conversations with Monique, we have. But at the same time, I don't feel like I can go around and force someone to not be friends with someone because of what I think or what they've done in their past and all that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I wouldn't dare walk up to you in real life and tell you shouldn't be friends with this person. Or you're a piece of shit because you're friends with this person.
And the thing is that, that's just like we all modded for Gabby and tried to help Gabby because we thought, maybe she just needed a friend. Maybe she just needed someone to guide her because they've never had friends in her life, We found out the hard way. Well,
I mean, you guys have to understand that Monique is smart. Monique and Kara, they got onto Gabby, and as soon as they got onto Gabby, they did the research and they walked away. So I mean, they're not, they're smart
yeah,
women.
you didn't see us after we found out about the whole C&D
Yeah.
that we went back and modded for her. We walked away right then and there.
So I mean, yeah, Monique is a smart woman. She knows what she's doing. Angela, oh wait, I can't read this. Angela, oh wait, I can't read this. Did Patriot Nana say if detectives have contacted her yet? No. That wasn't brought up at all. That wasn't brought up at all. We all saw the cat video. Jeez. We all saw the cat video. Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
What about the wish list and buying her what and buy I don't know. I didn't buy her a new list and buying her what and buy I don't know. I didn't buy her a new TV or a new Alexa, so I mean, like, the people that bought her that stuff, they bought her that stuff because they wanted to. Do I think that, you know what? My opinion doesn't matter on that. It just doesn't matter. Like, just because I have an opinion doesn't mean I have to say it. It just doesn't.
I mean, look at all the people that bought cam gifts.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, I'm back.
okay. That's what I'm saying. Like, I've done things for people, and I don't know. It's okay. Like, I get what everyone's saying. We understand what you're saying. We're not denying what you're saying at all. We get it. But at the end of the day, you can't really force people to think like you do. I don't know if you guys go around basing your opinion of someone off another person's opinion of them. Like, we got to have one person. This is the thing. A person could be one way with you and do you wrong and all that. And most likely you think that they're going to do the next person wrong, but maybe they don't, Maybe
they were talking about Gabby and Aaron buying the TV and the Alexa. Well, yeah, look how
what do I
stupid
think
everybody
about
that bought
that?
gifts. Yeah, look at everybody that, now bought gifts for Cam and
I
for
know, that was
Christmas
disgusting.
and the
Yeah.
birthday and then buy a TV. I don't care if it costs you $10 a week. That $10 could have gone to your son.
That's what they do, though. That's what they do. Like, it's disgusting. Like, yeah, that does make me mad. But like, she's done that. She's really done that all the time. She used to get on there and say, she can't afford this, she can't afford that. But just like you all saw, it DoorDash twice a day and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's bad budgeting. It's not that she doesn't have the money. That girl has plenty of money, but she does not. They just spend it on what they want, and then But then again, it's like I don't know. When I noticed that stuff, I was like I told you that one, like I said in my live, she tried to ask me to help her with a budget one time, and I said, hell no, hell no. I see what you do.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gabby used to say that.
people saying the taps for tea. That's up for Danny's supporters to have a had a good live and stuff. But at the end of the day, that was all her real supporters sending her that. So
Yeah.
people
I
can
don't
say
know.
what they want.
And I truly believe that.
Wait, I've never seen Danny hit her cat. So Linda Lou, you could say that. Maybe you've seen her. I haven't.
Well, then send Monique the video, okay? If she send her the video. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Send her the video. You guys think that everybody knows everything that you know. You know what I mean? You
Exactly.
have to remember that not everybody. People have only been around for a little bit. Some of us have been around for a long time. If you want someone to get to listen to your point or something, show them the evidence and talk to them like a human. You know,
Right.
she doesn't
Three
have to
months.
do.
I've been around 3 months. I know I scrolled up and I seen someone. I've been around 9 months. Like, where do you get that information? I'd love to know.
Yeah, like not everybody knows everything, and it's whatever. Like this isn't going anywhere. Let's see who's in the. Like I said, if she's going to be friends with her, she's going to be friends with her. And she's basing her opinion off of the way that Danny is to her.
No, I'm sorry. I don't live my life before I
So I thought
decide
it
to
would just
become a
withdraw
friend
right
with
into the food
somebody.
right away, but
You're in a box,
Uh, I'll disconnect them. They don't realize it. Oh,
Jen. Do you know you're on mute?
Cindy, Cindy Joe, you said before becoming a friend, ask to talk to a best friend and enemy, then see who they hang with. I'm sorry, I do not spend my life like
Who
that.
does that?
I That's
That's
too
a
much
smart thing to
energy.
do.
No.
But who does that? You go interview. I can't.
She
Oh my.
danced on a child. I never seen that either.
It would be the smart thing to do. It would be the smart thing to do. But we don't do that in real life. I mean, come on. You guys are like proving my point. Like just okay, well if you always do it, good for you. I mean, you're smarter than me, I guess. This is my point. Like, you're coming
Don't
at it.
tell me what time I have and what I don't. Just because I went to Danny's house 3 days ago, I have time. Don't fucking tell me what I have and what I don't. You don't fucking know me.
All right.
This
Okay,
isn't
so
the thing with these fucking people, man. They think they know people when they fucking
what's
don't.
Nookie doing? I'll see you in the
Can you
chat.
do awareness on Monique? What does their awareness need to be done on Monique?
Go ahead, do it. Do it. Hold a whole awareness live about me. Do you think it's going to affect my life in any which shape, way, or form?
You have a
No.
fever? Brandy? You have a fever? Now you're getting sick? Poor girl. Who's in the box? Does anybody want to come up and talk?
Oh my God, shut up. Like,
All right, let's not because they're just trying to you understand that they're just trying to get you to do this, right? They're just trying
yeah,
to
and
do it.
I'm
So,
giving it right back. I could give two shits. Do I really
well,
have to adult tonight? It's Friday 13th. We've had a rough day. I mean, do I really have to adult right now?
well,
And a lot
kind
of
of.
things, you guys. You guys
Kind
are
of.
taking Monique the way that Monique talks.
Yeah,
That's just an
That Anna
Italian.
situation was terrible. Yes, it was. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Kara.
The way
Who's
Monique
Anna?
talks.
I don't know
Okay.
who Anna is.
No. Yeah. No. Forget it. Yeah.
Momo, go live. Can we fight over there? Fight about
Well, I'm
what?
about. Maybe we should. Maybe we should. I'll go over there. I'll sit in the box. You want to go off on these people? Go ahead. I mean, I'm here for it, but maybe not here.
1990s fucking.
Maybe not
Thank
here.
you. I really thank you. Who's that? You only live once. I
Literally,
really
there's
can't.
no
I
paper
really can't
towels
be
left.
bothered
Stop
from this
using
app.
my paper towels,
What's
people.
going
Oh
on?
shit. Oh
Stars.
no, not the
Guys!
paper towels. Is that Gabby? Because Gabby grabs like 10
Oh
at
my
one
gosh, she
time and
just
it
said
drives
paper
me freaking
towels.
nuts. Oopsies.
Yeah, I hope to God when I fall asleep on someone's live that I don't hit that damn box because I fall asleep on people's lives all the time. I'm literally am gonna legit have a fear of that now.
Wait, what did this person say?
Huh?
Doxing. She didn't dox anybody.
Who?
Who?
Monique.
Me? I ain't
Monique
never
said
doxed a person in my life.
doxing disrespect ass isn't blamed on being Italian.
What?
I said
I
the
never.
woman who talks loud is an Italian.
Wait, who have I doxed? I'd love to know. Who
Yeah.
who did I dox?
Yeah. I've never known you to dox anyone.
No. What? What? I
Oh, that
don't
was so
care to
funny.
fucking dox people. Why?
I know. I let
Because
you
I
up.
called out one name in here. Well, I'll tell you what. That one name in here has told me a lot of shit. Okay, and to sit there and watch her comments, I was a little fed up, and that's why I said her first name, and that could be anybody. Okay, I didn't say no last name. I don't know where they live, so they can
Well,
shove that up their
doxing
fucking
doxing
ass.
has a whole definition that I think some people aren't
Okay.
You know how many
sure.
people my whole life have called me Monica because they're not sure if Monique,
Yeah.
the Spanish version is Monica, and that's how they spell it. You guys gotta understand that people do it all the fucking time. It's nothing new to me.
Check whose charges.
Who?
Someone
Whose
said,
charges?
I don't know. Someone said check her charges.
Oh, my charges?
I don't know.
My my
You don't
what?
have
A
any
DUI?
charges.
My friends know that all about me.
Oh,
That
Colleen.
shit still don't
I
fucking
don't
change
know. I
my
don't know
life.
about that situation, guys. I don't know who that is. I don't really know. I've just seen that person in people's lives a lot, but I don't know. I don't know who that is. Okay, let's see if we can let up another person.
Colleen, no, I'm
There
not.
was
Look, I
somebody.
don't know the person's last name to look into her to check her charges.
I'll find out.
I'm not doing that. Like, it's not worth it to me.
I don't know what I'm doing here. I just pressed a bunch of buttons.
Talking about Colleen, they said.
Oh, yeah. I don't know who
Yeah,
that
I'm
is.
not mad. I'm not mad that people are saying Danny punched her cat and people are calling it out. They people can call out shit all damn day long. I don't care. I've never seen her hit her cat. If you guys have, hey, that's on y'all. I have not.
I don't know who Colleen is. I don't know. I mean, I don't know this situation. I know. I don't know where we're going.
What?
I said we were going
You
to have the people's court. If y'all wanted to have a, if you want to jump in a box, and since Gabby always drops everybody, you got 90 seconds, and you could just say
Right?
whatever you
Come
want.
on up and say what you got to say. Has she affected
Because
you
you
in
know
any
she's
way?
listening.
wait.
Yeah.
This
No, I'm
American.
not okay with anything. I'm not. If you understood how much against animal abuse I am,
Yeah. She
you
loves her
have no
cats. She loves her cats.
you have no clue, okay? You have no clue. Number one, I've never seen it happen. Number two, you guys are saying it's a video. Okay, I've never seen the video. Now, even if I watch the video, okay, that still doesn't mean anything. Like I can't say how I feel or what I do or don't have any expectations from me because at the end of the day, like I said, this is a freaking app. All right? So I'm not here to be everybody's cat savior or go do this or go do that just because you guys
If
don't
you want
agree
her to
with
have the
what
video,
somebody
send
does.
it to her. If you want her to have the video, send it to her. I'm not. We don't have to get up here and
Then
play.
wake up. She broke her lizard's
Oh
tail.
shit!
You know how many tails on lizards I break because I pick them up?
I'll tell you what. That.
This is
I'll tell you.
Florida.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't know what to say about all this. I guess I like I said, I got my opinions about things, but it's just my opinion. All right. Well, this is I don't know. What do we want to do?
See, but this is the thing though. Even though everybody has issues, now that
Well, this is I don't know. What do we want to do?
see, but this is the thing though. Even though everybody has issues, not everybody has to know your issues due to the fact that you always got to think somebody out there is 10 times off worse than you. And that's just the way that I look at things. You know what I mean? Like, I just, there's nobody's perfect. There's not one perfect human being.
How was Momo warned about Gabby?
I was too. I was too over and over again. I still
Well,
made my own mind.
Warren's like the same way. Go
Yeah.
watch this video. Have you seen this? Have you seen that? And it's like, no, I haven't. No. And did I care to go research crap? No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Who the fuck has time for that at that time? I mean, I was just brand new. Like, no, I didn't even know where to go. And then people are like, check Reddit. I'm like, what's Reddit? like, I don't have those apps and stuff, guys. I just like and plus I'm a person to see things for myself. Like that's just how I am. And I mean in my real life, everyday world, like it's not, oh, send me this and I should believe what everybody else believes because you send me a video.
What? Angela just ruined that
Broker,
argument for you, Kara.
I don't know. I don't
see
know.
how, Linda Lou, see how manipulative you are with just what you did right there? Your first comment was she broke a lizard's tail. Okay. And I said, shit, I pick up lizards every day and break their tail. That's what my response was. And I just said what your comment was. Now, your comment in response is she broke her bearded dragon's tail. You find that funny? Good to know. Do you see how you twisted that narrative? And that's the problem on this app. Okay. You twist it like I'm joking about it, or good to know that she did this to a bearded dragon. What the fuck is a bearded dragon? All you said was a fucking lizard the first time. You said a fucking lizard, okay? I'm in Florida. Now you want to change it? She broke her bearded dragon's tail. Good to know you find that funny. Oh, like you see how you switched that up just to make someone like it like they were talking stupid. Like I can't with these fucking students. I can't. I can't do it. No, are you slow? Learn how to fucking,
All right.
say what you mean and mean what you say.
All right. Do we want to what do we want to do here?
I
Fight over
laughed that
story?
I laughed at the fact that he said
Oh
that she
god.
broke a lizard's tail. That's what I laughed at. And laughed and said, I break lizard's tail every day. Do you guys not know Florida? You pick up a lizard by its tail and it breaks off.
D-
She
And it
didn't
grows
say
back.
bearded dragon.
Yeah, I
I don't
don't.
even know what a fucking bearded dragon is. But
Okay,
it's
listen,
fine.
Rebecca, let me explain to you
Whatever.
guys about the R word. Okay? The R word, these for all you young folks out there, the R word back in the day, the 80s and 90s,